Hey, you're back for another Dad's Discussion episode with Hidden Pants and Duramaxben.
What's up, everybody?
And today we're going to be talking about more about Ashika Island, more about some different changes with the new guns. Um, let's see, what else we got? Weapon progression slot, how we're doing on that. Talk about PvP in the new season. And then we're going to wrap it up with some talk about ranked play. We don't partake ourselves, but
Not yet, anyways, huh?
yeah, not yet anyway. Maybe
Maybe
someday.
the pro dads might be getting into that,
Well, maybe. We'll see. We'll see.
right? All right, well, let's start us off. Let's see that video.
All right. In this particular video, it was our maybe like our first or second match of the night, I think.
Yeah, it wasn't much.
And yeah, we went in with a pretty solid goal in mind, which is sometimes good, sometimes bad. I think with us.
Yeah, we get very tunnel visioned when we're working on these missions.
Yeah, yeah. Like we do well in PvP when we're very focused on PvP, but when we're not focused on it, we don't do as well.
That is very true.
We definitely get taken by surprise a lot, and but in this video, we don't. We get our objectives done, and we get a fair amount of PvP.
See, I can't remember this video specifically, so I remember fighting people every now and then, but I remember on this one just going for the mission. But we
Yeah,
were definitely in the mindset of getting missions done.
yeah. You know what? Now you say that, I don't know if we get any PvP in
I
this one or
don't
not.
I don't know that we do.
Besides, right at the end,
Yeah, oh maybe.
we get in a fight right at the end, and then yeah, I don't want to give too much away, so make everybody watch it all the way out to the end.
Yeah, right.
So
Right.
as you can see, this we're watching my point of view, and I have the new Hemlock, which I think is a pretty strong AR. I don't know if
Yes.
if you've had a chance to use it much yet, but
I picked one up kind of later on in the session, so I haven't had too much of a chance, but obviously, we watch other people and it's definitely effective.
yeah, reminds me a lot of like a Kilo, or like not so much a Growl because the Growl will higher rate of fire, and but
Definitely the kilo. Man, I missed that gun.
yeah, it was pretty easy to use, low ceiling for usability.
Right. Thank God. Look at all those bots. My God.
I know. I can't climb that fence. Well, there's an HVT mixed among them, is why there were so many. Remember?
Got it. Yeah.
And we couldn't find the HVT. Like I got the announcement that one of them was an HVT. We never found which one it was.
Oh, I thought we found him. No, maybe not.
Yeah, I think this is the one we didn't find them because like their bodies
Right.
disappeared almost immediately, so we couldn't find which one
Yeah.
had the different uniform on.
Right.
Um, the biggest drawback right now in DMZ, the Hemlock is bugged, and the biggest mag you can put on is a 30 round mag. Unless you run the 300 blackout ammunition, then you can put on the 45 round mag, which makes no sense at all to me.
No.
And personally, I don't like the way it makes the gun perform. I mean, it's nice having the extra 15 rounds, but I don't think the 300 blackout is worth giving up the high velocity rounds that I run
Right. I think
personally.
that's what I'm hearing a lot of other people say as well.
Yeah, I mean, it's just obviously personal preference, but um, I think it's a good gun though for sure. I mean,
Yeah. It
it's super easy to use.
well, it kind of fills a hole between the overpowered snipers and the Fennec.
Well, hopefully the Fennec isn't overpowered anymore. They got nerfed again today. I don't know if you saw those patch notes we posted earlier.
I read through some,
Yeah,
but I mean they've said they said they nerfed some guns, and we all
right,
know that they don't really end up nerfing the guns.
right. I agree 100% on that. They say they do. It doesn't have the desired effect, and it seems like they never come back to it. But this time
Right.
they came back to it within the week.
Oh, that's good.
So hopefully the Fennec and the RPK are finally brought in line, and maybe we'll see a little change in the meta.
It's always fun to see it when it kind of moves around like that, and you see some new guns come into play.
Yeah, that expedite I just got out of the chest. I don't know if you're watching the video, but
I am.
it has the fire rounds on it,
Okay.
and then they're pretty silly. Which brings me to the KV broadside, the new shotgun.
So that one I did get to play with a little bit later on in one of these matches, and I really liked it.
Yeah, I mean its range is definitely tricky to get the hang of because you got to be almost right on top of people, but if
But
you
man,
are, it
when
puts them
you
down.
are,
Yeah, you're just dropping everything around you.
I believe you made a short about that, did you not?
I did. I 100%
Yeah.
made a short about it. It did pretty well.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
relatively, it's all relative, obviously.
sure.
Pretty well for us.
For us, of course.
Um, but yeah, I think I don't hate the shotgun metas. I never did. I don't hate them. Like I like
Well,
the
definitely.
Origin back in Warzone One.
Okay. Well, it encourages that close play more so than hiding in the back like I like to do with my sniper, but it definitely changes the play style, which is good. Again, any kind of a change is good so the game doesn't get stale.
Yeah, I agree. I think, like I said, I like the shotgun metas. I never hated the Fennec. I just hated how fast you burn through ammo with it.
Right. I hated it.
I mean, it was good at killing stuff up close quick, which is no problem, but it just seemed like you burned through ammo so fast in it. And it just didn't
Right.
have the utility that you needed out of it. Like, it was very one dimensional.
Well, like we talked before, it's like with the ammo load you get, you're like one and a half kills,
Right.
and then you got to reload. Whereas like the shotgun now, boy, you can stay in the fight.
Yeah, once you get the 25 round drum mag on it.
Ridiculous.
Oh my gosh, just where we run into that juggernaut. Which is so silly that there are just random juggernauts running around this map, which is fine that there's juggernauts running around. I'm not mad about the juggernauts running around. I'm
Right.
mad that they don't drop anything.
Yeah, nothing.
You got to
Nothing.
expend so many resources to get them down, and they act just
Right.
like a normal mob where they maybe drop ammo and maybe a grenade, and that's it. You know,
Yeah,
they're not
they
dropping
should drop
plates. They're not
something.
dropping anything.
Right. You know what? That'd be a good one. They should drop an ammo box, or they should drop a plate box, or they should drop, something to push them out.
Something tangible
Ahead. Right.
that you're getting rewarded for all the resources you're putting into putting it down.
Right. Because it definitely took. Well, it didn't take three of us, but it definitely helped that three of us were putting rounds in them.
Yeah. For those paying attention, there's the location of the intel right to my left. I looked at it when I came in the room here.
Right. And made who'd you make pick that one up?
You got that one because Bergen picked up the other one
Got it.
because I already had the mission completed,
Right.
which is fine. I don't mind doing them solo. It's fun to go in and do them solo and scout them out. And
Well, then you kind of shepherd us in, and we even more effective. We don't waste a lot of time then.
right, we know right where we're going. I've been
Yeah.
doing that a little bit for the couple missions we have left,
Okay. Good.
which is a brilliant segue to my next point:
Okay.
our weapon slot progression.
And how are we doing on that?
We're one mission away from unlocking Legion.
How you say we? That'd be the two pro dads, right? Because I believe I fell behind you guys again.
You are a little bit behind, but I don't think you're that far behind.
I don't think I am either.
Like you've been keeping up pretty close with us
Yeah, I don't know how.
because
It's not easy.
it's because we get bogged down
Oh
on
yeah.
the more challenging ones, and by the time we figure it out, we can just get in and get you through it real quick and get you caught back up.
Which I think is what we did on this last go around was one of the ones we jumped in. That is just ridiculous.
But see, with the expedite, you're loading it one shell at a time instead of just popping in a new drum or a new. If you don't want the drum, you still got the 8 round mag or the 12 round mag.
Which even that 8 or 12 round mag is definitely effective.
Yeah, and this I had no idea that was a real player. That looks just like a bot.
Right.
Just came running out right in front of me, and it's like, oh my gosh, there's a player. And then his
Which it probably
teammate,
scared him as much as it did us.
yeah, and
They're
then
surprised, not scared, but surprised.
his teammate to the left here gets to drop on Bergam
Uh,
because I keep the high ground here,
right.
and then Bergam jumps down and he's wedged in between the truck and the wall on the left hand side of that entrance.
Okay.
And Bergam jumped out right in front of him. So I come around, I hit him a couple times, hit him with the Semtex, crack him. And then you push down,
Right.
and then I get him in the gap there. But there's the hemlock right there. Like those are good shots.
Sure. Absolutely. Yeah, that did work out pretty nice. Man, the 3-man team is so much better
Yeah, I agree.
because you basically traded Brigham for the guy, and then I was able to push and kind of pinch him in, and then you could attack him in the front.
Right,
Man, it's just devastating.
right. I mean, luckily enough, that guy didn't turn around and gun you since you had no plates on.
Right. I would think I was flat out of plates.
We all are, yeah. But we are just fortunate. Like I said, that guy he was laser focused on me, and
Right.
that's fine. Usually
Right.
I can take that and I can make the shot.
Absolutely.
Not all the time.
Your
Um,
extra hours of multiplayer definitely come in handy in situations like that.
well, sometimes, definitely sometimes.
Yeah.
Um, so back to the slot progression. Like I said, we almost have Legion unlocked,
Okay.
and then I believe we have to finish tier 1 of Legion to get the second slot. I'm this is just coming off the top of my head. I'm not in game to look, but
Right.
so we're definitely closer than we were last year.
Oh yeah.
But I
Yeah.
think we're putting a lot more effort into it this year than we did. Not, I'm sorry. When I say last year, I mean last season. Sorry.
Right.
And
I think we
here,
are. I think we managed to stick with it more. Oh, I remember now.
yep, I panicked. I thought we were.
Yep.
I thought it'd be better if one of us lived. Because, like, if you guys died and your bodies fell
Yeah.
out, whatever, I could pick the stuff up and exfil with it, and maybe that would give you guys credit too.
Yeah. Yeah, I forgot about that.
But that's not how it worked out, and that's fine. You guys made it out. You got the mission done. That's all that mattered. I already had the mission done, so I
Sure.
wasn't even sweating it.
Because I forget how this ended. It didn't end well, did it?
No, I die.
Right.
I die.
Because now
There's a
you face
team.
the other way.
Well, there's a team on the. They end up on the building above me. I call in the
Oh, okay.
helicopter, and then they end up on the roof above me, and they're just throwing grenades and just camping the helicopter, and I couldn't get out of the building.
Got it.
But like I said, I was in there to get you guys that mission done, and we got that done. So
Yeah, but yeah, mission accomplished there.
right, wasn't even worried about it. What I should have done is stayed on the other side, but I had no idea where that precision came from. I didn't know where the enemy team was. I had no information.
Right. Yeah. None of us did. That was definitely last minute.
Nope, no big deal. Got the mission done.
Right.
So
Right.
how do you think PvP's been going so far this season? I saw that was
Well,
a talking point you wanted to hit.
it was. It was. We have definitely not focused on it at all. So we are not in the right mindset for it. We're not prepared for it. We are definitely just going after
Oh,
the missions
that
at
pissed
this
me off
time.
right there. Sorry not to jump in there, but I don't know if you saw it when I turned around to jump off the roof and he turned around and mantled it.
Yes.
It's
Well,
like, what in the world are you doing there, game?
COD.
Yeah,
COD
'cause
got you.
new movement.
Right.
That whole mantling animation is
don't-
terrible.
I don't like that mantle at all.
Terrible. Like, I'm jumping off the roof for a reason. Why are you turning around and trying to grab it and pull me back up?
Yeah. Yeah, there's been times where I've been trying to jump through a window and I grab the awning and then it won't let me go.
Right, right. And then you're standing there doing pull-ups instead of actually getting down.
Right.
No, I agree with your points about PvP. We definitely have not been the same hunters that we were in Season 1.
No, not yet. Not yet. I think soon.
I think soon, too. I think once we turn that corner and get Legion unlocked and start working through Legion, and then, yeah, right here, I just get gone. I don't have any plates or
Yeah.
nothing.
Right. Right.
It is what it is.
Definitely happens.
Yep.
Yeah.
So that's it for the video. But,
Yeah, I believe once we get that second slot unlocked, that'll definitely kind of open us up again to maybe bounce between, all right, we're going to do a mission this time, or hey, we're going to go in and kind of hunt a little bit like we were doing before.
sure. Yeah, I agree. Once we, play on Al Mazrah more and learn the new spawns, because I think that's throwing us off for sure, is not knowing exactly where people are spawning like when we did before.
Right.
We never knew exactly where they spawn. We just always had a pretty good idea
Sure.
of where to look
Sure.
for people. But now that they've moved them, it's not they moved them a lot. They moved them just enough.
Yeah, just enough. Just enough.
Which for the people that don't like fighting, that's probably great news for them, because it gives them a lot better chance to get away and start their day in Al Mazrah doing whatever they're doing.
Right. Well, and I think there's still a lot of people in our camp that are doing the missions and they're really concentrating on that. And we haven't all gotten bored with the missions yet to the point where we're back to kind of looking for each other again.
Sure.
So it's not just us. So everybody's just kind of playing it cautious and really focusing on these missions.
Yeah, I agree.
But I think that's going to come to an end fairly soon. I feel like as we progress, that's probably how most people are progressing. So
Right. Yeah, people are going to get either they're going to finish the objective they had, or they're just going to get burned out when the missions just start getting silly, like they kind of are now.
yeah, man, they're really close. Like that gun oil mission.
That is the stupidest thing. I'll say it. It's
Right.
stupid. It's a very unfun mechanic.
Based on random generations of these
of loot.
exotic. Yeah,
Yeah, you just got to be lucky enough to have it spawn on the loot table for you to find it in some random obscure toolbox or wherever you happen to find it.
right, right.
It's like I went in, I don't know how many times, didn't find either item. And it's like, how am I supposed to complete this mission if I can never get it to spawn? Like I'm spending the whole time before the radiation starts to spread looting, looking for this item.
Sure, sure. Wasting a whole 20-minute battle just running around, running through chests.
Right. I mean, chests. I mean, you're looking for toolboxes specifically is what they come out of.
Okay,
I mean, obviously, I'm
but
grabbing chests and stuff along the way, but I'm saying the toolbox is what you're looking for.
right, right. So I don't know. I mean, I'm getting real close to being ready for going back in as PvP, kind of in that mindset.
Yeah, same. I'm getting tired of losing.
Right. And the best part is, between the two maps now, boy, that really opens up a lot of opportunity to not get burnt out on, El Mazra, same jump every time. Then you just jump into Ashika
Right.
to kind of break things up. And all right, so Ashika has been dropping some really good loot.
I love the ground loot on Ashika compared to
Yeah.
El Mazra. I can't believe they didn't update the ground loot for season 2.
Right.
I think that's a huge miss by them.
Sure. Sure.
Um, you go into El Mazra and you're going to be running, you're going to be finding cast-offs, you're going to be finding Vaznevs and RPKs.
Yep.
And then once the bots level up to tier 2, tier 3, you'll start finding some, you'll find like the Lockman
Yeah.
AR or the
Yep.
some cast-offs 7.62s, the AK or.
Yeah.
But even
But
then,
still.
it's those are stale.
Yeah.
You've been playing with them since the game came out. Like, give me
Right.
some new loot.
So it's nice to go. So we kind of jump into Ashika, kind of get our stash looted up how we want it, and then kind of go into El Mazra and have a little bit more enjoyable experience over there.
Right. Yeah, I like Ashika a lot. I think it's a great
Same.
addition.
Same. Yeah, I hope they don't mess it up.
Well, I don't know how they could really mess it up at this point. I mean, it's going pretty good. I
Take it
think.
away.
Well,
Take it away from us.
I don't think they will. I don't think it's going to rotate out. I really don't.
I hope not.
I think it's got a pretty positive response from the community. I mean, not
Oh
only
yeah.
DMZ, but just the resurgence people that played Rebirth Island back in Warzone 1 so much
Sure.
that
Yep.
they've been dying for a new map and a new mode.
It's the right size. It's the right size. It's a more compact game. Not near as many operators in there.
I mean, the more operators is fine. There's so many dead areas of El Mazra.
Yeah.
You can drive and drive and drive and not find anybody.
Yeah.
Around Ashika, you could walk for 5 minutes and make it across the island.
True. And you're definitely finding people.
And you're gonna find people. I mean, you're gonna find all kinds of loot. You're gonna find people. You're gonna find contracts. You're gonna find stuff you need to find.
Yeah.
It's just a lot
I agree.
faster. A lot faster gameplay. A lot faster everything.
Yeah, it's been a nice break. I know we spent a lot of time on Ashika the other night when we played.
Yeah, I definitely want to go back there.
Yes. Agreed. Agreed. So yeah, I mean, on my list, I'm definitely gonna try. I was able to. Oh, that's the other nice thing. I was able to come out with that broadside out of Ashika. I was able to come out with the hemlock in Ashika. So, it kind of jumped me ahead on the guns as far as where I was at.
Yeah,
So I plan on coming back in with those guns, leveling them up, and really starting to enjoy it. Kind of taking a different role than the normal sniper that I try to. I mean, I'm still gonna bring one in, but just to try to become less one-dimensional.
sure. Yeah, you definitely could use some reps with an AR.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, because
I
like
know that,
back
but-
in Warzone 1, you had no problem using the Kilo or the the Automaton back when Caldera came out.
I did. I really did. I did. But I didn't. I never kind of found a sniper rifle that I really clicked with. And with this Signal 50, I have.
Well, I mean, the Signal 50 reminds me of the Gorenko from Caldera.
Which I used to run the Caldera or the Gorenko.
Yeah, it was pretty strong. Which it was a one shot, and people didn't complain about it being one shot back then. I don't know what the big uproar is nowadays about one shot snipers, but I don't
I don't
understand
either.
it.
I mean, it's a
When you're-
50 cal cartridge.
Well, when you're dying in 3 bullets to an RPK, what's the difference?
Sure.
When the
Right.
TTK is already so fast, what's the difference if you add a one shot sniper?
I agree. I agree. So, well, I think we hit everything on our list. Oh, ranked play. We wanted to talk about ranked play, right?
Yeah, Yeah, you add that on your list for ranked play.
So I mean, we've been seeing a lot of our favorite streamers doing a lot of ranked play lately.
Yeah, it has been remarkably popular compared to how it was in the last couple games. Like
Right.
in Vanguard, it was like non-existent. Nobody played it really, and well, I'm not gonna say nobody played it. Nobody I watched played it.
Right.
But now
Right.
you're seeing the mainstream streamers that the Warzone bread and butter guys are even switching over to it,
Yes.
and
And
they're enjoying themselves. And on top of that, they're maintaining their audience.
yes. Yeah. There's the audience is not going away when they switch out. That is for sure.
Right? People are
Which
interested in
they
it.
have to
People want to see
they
it.
have to pay attention to that.
Yeah, people want to see it, which in previous iterations they haven't.
But oh my God, when the four of them, the four guys that I like to follow, get together, it's good.
Yeah, I mean, four stacking is definitely a ridiculous advantage.
Yeah, and I know you watch a lot more of the pros, so like even higher caliber guys than what I would watch. But my God, the play is really good.
Yeah, yeah, it's
Enter-
really competitive most of the time. There's like
Yeah,
not very often there's blowouts.
no, very entertaining to watch.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. And now they're talking about maybe season 3 having a ranked Warzone, which
I'm not familiar with that at all. How that's gonna work? It's
that's
just
that
so
they just made the statement. They haven't given any depth on it at all. They just
yeah,
said ranked Warzone season 3, but I would
yeah.
think it would be similar to Apex.
See, I don't have any familiarity with that game either.
It's just like multiplayer ranked. Everybody starts at the same level.
Okay.
You start bronze 1, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And based on your how you perform in those matches, you gain. Can't remember what it's called. I think it's RP in Apex is what you gain, but in multiplayer in COD it's SR.
Yeah.
And the more you gain, the more you rank up, and
Sure.
it's just an ongoing progression. Like I know when the top 250 came out, it was the race to 10,000 SR. 10,000 SR is how you broke into the top 250, but now they're up to like almost 20,000 SR.
That's insane.
Yeah, I mean these guys are putting in ridiculous time. I
Did
want
you
to say,
say they finally figured out that the top ranked was a team of four playing as one?
no,
Is that how that or
it's a team of 4, but they just play all the time.
okay?
They're putting
So a
in
team of four is
ridiculous
just playing
hours.
together 20 hours a day.
I don't know if it's 20 hours a day, but it's a lot for
I mean,
sure.
it has to be
I mean,
it has to be
well,
some insane number.
I mean the guy's streaming on Twitch, so I mean you could.
Okay.
I I wish I could remember the channel name. I can't off the top of my head,
Yeah, that's all right.
but I want to say they were saying it was a Saudi Arabia team playing on EU servers.
Okay.
I don't know how accurate that is. That's just people talking, but
I'm sure it's fairly accurate.
yeah. But I mean, good on them for being legit, and because everybody was saying the top 10 is all going to be cheaters and cheaters, which you see them run into a lot of cheaters.
Yes. Well, what a shame.
It is a shame, but the big name streamers with their connections inside the company are getting them banned live as they're playing them.
Which is hilarious.
Yeah, because they're putting a lot of time and effort into those cheats,
Yes, they are. Yes,
and
they are.
then they just happen to run into a big name streamer and their whole account's gone. Which,
That's
yeah,
awesome.
I mean, it's a free to play game. They can just make it. Well, I guess the rank doesn't. Warzone is, but
Yeah. Yeah, I mean they're losing. They're losing a lot of time, a lot of energy put into that for
right,
nothing.
a lot of money.
Sure.
Cheats aren't free.
Sure. Nope. I don't. The whole thing though, it's just good to see this game become a little more multi-dimensional, kind of help its audience because man, it was struggling there for a little bit.
Right, and I don't know if it's because the ranked is so good or because currently Warzone people think it's so bad.
Both.
I agree. I think it's a little both.
Yeah.
I think
Yep.
people were ready for a change.
Yeah, I mean they've been playing the same basic game for what, 3 years now, 4
Right.
years now.
Right. Right. I think the BR genre in general is getting a little stale,
Right.
which is why I like playing DMZ.
Same.
It's different.
Yes. Yep. It kind of takes for me. It takes the best combination of the BR and the looting version of the game.
Right. I mean, the looting and I don't know, like you get the contracts in game are helpful, and which
Very.
I know those are in BR too. But I'm just saying, like you get more of a choice. It's not
Yeah.
just you can do PVE stuff. You can do where you're just going to fight bots and you're going to do your contracts, and that's the fun.
I think that's the biggest thing. It's a choice, and you can actually explore the map a lot more, without the fear of the circle going to close on you right away, or people camping, and as the circle closes.
Sure.
It definitely changes the pace and the vibe of the game, and I've enjoyed it.
Sure, I agree. I mean, sometimes I wish the pace was a little higher in Al Mazrah, but if I need that, I just go to Ashika where the pace is higher.
Well, that's the thing. Yeah, they filled that with Ashika. They
Sure.
absolutely filled that. So
Yep. So yeah,
all in all, another big group of positives.
I think so. I think so. I think the new guns are good. I don't think they're too strong
No,
because the
I
shotgun's
agree.
good, but it has very limited range.
Yes,
And like I said, the Hemlock's good, but I don't know if it's meta good, but it's good.
it could be.
It definitely could be. I think if the other guns are brought more in line to where they should be and slow the TTK down in general.
Right. Right. Well, it's a contender, right? So it just adds another gun into that top tier of people to use. So it's not everything's the same thing over and over again.
Sure.
Some variety.
Yep. All right.
Well, that was good. Let's see. Throw some comments. If anybody's got any more topics they'd like to hear us talk about, Lord knows we like to talk about stuff.
Yeah. I mean, it's always good to get feedback. Good, bad, negative, whatever.
Yeah, absolutely. We got big, broad shoulders. We can take it.
We're just average players doing our best out here.
That joke will never
As
never get old.
as some commenter likes to keep reminding us, and that's fine.
Bless his heart.
It's just fine.
Oh yeah. Well, until next time.
Yep, we will wrap it up here, and we'll have this out for you soon.
Yep.
And episode 4 will be next week. So we will see you then. Thanks.
Thank you.
Bye.